Hi guys, in this video we're going to learn how to use our graphing calculator, some of the basic features on it. So the first thing you want to do is turn your calculator on, which is this bottom button right here. So on our calculator we obviously have the basic features over here. This is plus, minus, multiplication, division. And then the enter button is your solve button or like equals button. If you want to make a number negative, what you're going to do is you're going to hit this negative button right here. So let's say I wanted to do negative 3 times negative 8. And then I go ahead and hit enter, and then it shows you 24. Okay. And then if you want to get rid of everything, you can go ahead and hit clear, which is right over here. If you want to do an exponent, so let's say we want to do 3 to the 5th power. You're going to hit 3, and then you're going to hit this caret button up here, and you'll see that it kind of raises it up. And then we do to the 5th power, and then I go ahead and hit enter, and I get 243. And then we can press clear again. If you want to take the square root of a number, what you're going to do is you're going to hit the second button, and then you're going to hit the x squared button, because if you look right above it, there's a square root, but it's in blue. So if you want to get something that's in blue, you have to hit the second button, the blue button. So we get that, and we have our square root, and then we can take the square root of 36, and it gives us 6. All right. If you want to take a larger root, like the 3rd root, the 4th root, what you can do is you can go to math, which is this button right over here, and then you can scroll down to number 4. You can see that it's a cube root, so we can do the cube root of 125, hit enter, and we get 5. Go ahead and clear that out. So now, the reason why we need this calculator is because it actually has a lot of graphing features on it that we can utilize in some of the chapters that we're going to head into. So in order to graph, what you want to do is you want to hit this y equals button up here. All right. You want to make sure that these plots are turned off. So if one of your plots are turned on, it'll be kind of blackened like this. You want to arrow up, so use this arrow up key, and then go ahead and hit the enter button, which is down here. And you'll see that it's not blackened anymore. You also want to arrow down and make sure that there's nothing in any of these y equals, because if there's something in there, sometimes when you put your calculator in your backpack or you kind of throw it someplace, buttons can get hit and they'll fill in these y equals, and then it messes with our graph. Okay, so what we can do is we can graph, let's say, x squared plus 6. So in order to get the x for the graph, you're going to hit this button here, right below mode. It has an x, t, theta, and n. If we hit x, we're going to get that. So you'll see an x pops up here. Remember, to make an exponent, we use this caret button. And then we hit 2 because we want it squared. Now, for some of your calculators, if you're still up in the exponent part, you want to arrow to the right. So you can use this arrow button to the right over here to get down from the exponent. And then we can hit plus 6. Then to save this equation into your calculator, you're going to go ahead and hit enter. And you can see that we're ready to go. So once you have your equation entered the way that you want it, like we do here, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to this button over here and you're going to hit graph. Now, x squared plus 6 is supposed to be a parabola, but I do not see a parabola on my screen. So what you want to do is, if your screen kind of looks a little weird like this, you're going to go to Zoom, which is in the middle up at the top here. And you're going to go down to number 6, Zoom Standard. And what that does is it takes the graph back to a 10 by 10 graph, so negative 10 to 10 on the X and Y axis. So if you hit enter, you can go ahead and see now we're back to a normal kind of graph. And then in blue right here, you can go ahead and see my parabola. Okay, so another thing that we can talk about on the graphing calculator that's really nice is we can see a table of values for this graph. So to see a table of values, what we can do is hit second and then hit the graph button again, because if you see it says the word table and it's in blue. So anything that's in blue, you want to hit that second button. And what's really nice is we have a table of values here. So if you need to be able to plot something on a graph, on a quiz or a test, you can graph it in here and it'll tell you exactly what points that you should plot on your paper. It goes all the way negative if you scroll up using the up arrow key. And it goes all the way positive until infinity using your down key. If you want to go ahead and get back to the graph, you just need to press graph again. And you can go ahead and get back there. Thanks for watching.